Hello guys and welcome. We've got a new product drop for you guys today, and I'm sure you clicked on the thumbnail and you said, awesome, this video is finally coming out. Icon is actually finally dropping some of their SEMA teases that they've been holding on to over the past couple months, and this is one of the first ones that many of the people were interested in, is the high leverage diagonal cutters that they have just came out with actually today. So I grabbed this and I'm going to try to post this same day for you guys so you guys can see it and find out for yourself if this is something that you guys like and if you want to add it to your toolkit. So hang tight. We'll go over all of its little nifty features and its cost and whether or not it's something that you are going to be interested in. All right, first and foremost, the part number on this is PDC11. It's also referenced here as item number 59737. This is actually the real number. I don't know why they like to do this other fake number up front, but go by the 59737 when you go looking for it in your local Harbor Freight. They will reference this number. Now, odds are this is not going to be out in the front of the store. This is going to be in the back with the rest of their stock items. And more than often than not, they usually store about 5 of these at a time. The best idea is to check out the app, see if it shows it on the app, if they're in stock at your local Harbor Freight or not. All right, so let's take a look at it here. As far as options, this is going to be fairly similar. I'll pull up the other icon to their other diagonal cutters that came out, year plus now. And the difference being, and let's pull it out here so you guys can see it, is mostly going to be in that head design. Everything's roughly the same geometry-wise, but there's additional material here, and that's going to be to allow it to, because these are high leverage, you're going to have a lot of pressure building up on these handles, and you want the head to be able to absorb that pressure and not, explode on itself. So going over some of these items, again, an induction-hardened cutting edges, that's going to be much the same as the other icon. Offset angled jaw, comfort grip. Yeah, they stole this comfort grip from your best buds over at Snap-on. So same type of comfort grip. Actually, it's a little bit thicker and a little bit tackier. So there's some goods and bads about that, but we won't dive into that much this video. Again, induction hardened, and they claim that they blunted the tip a little bit. It is a little bit more blunt. I think that's more so if you try to put a lot of pressure on that, or if you drop it, you don't break that tip. 11 inches in total length. Let's double check that real quick. Yeah, just under 11 inches, about 10 3/4. And they go ahead and they put a laser etching here on the face. It is lubed. They did put a little bit of lube in there from the factory. As you can see here, this beam design is fairly straight. I will note that down here at the bottom, if you really squeeze on it, you could get it to kind of rub a little bit, but it's nothing overly dramatic. Nothing on the backside. If you look at the other one, they put a little bit of warnings and stuff on them, and the icons are in a slightly different place. It's also worth noting, we'll put these here next to each other, along with the added material around the head, they also changed the pivot. So that pivot is no longer located so close to the front. It has now been pushed back several millimeters. And I can only imagine that is to allow it to have more material, because this is going to essentially, they're assuming it will see more pressure. So no need to bring that pivot so close to the front. They could bring it back and allow the jaws and the leverage from your hands to do the cutting and not the position of that pin. So smart of them to do that, because if they kept it in the same location, I imagine they'd have a lot of blowouts here at the front of the jaw. Now, as far as the jaw design between the two, they look very similar in design. Just double pitch. I think the pitch is even the same. Pitch looks about the same. For the jaw, it looks much the same. Let's go max opening. There you go. You get much more opening out of these ones. Although your hands will be quite wide, and you'd have to double-hand it at that point. But single hand, you could still get fairly large open. The contour of the handle is going to be a little bit different. It's got a little bit more of an hourglass feature. And that's nice because it allows your hand not to slip off the back. And it gives you, it gives you the ability also to squeeze, especially when it's wider open, not to have to be so far out with your fingers. So being that much closer when it's closed does give you a little bit of added help. But all in all, looks pretty good. Again, very similar to the Snap-on in design and features. I mean, you could say it's a direct copy. I don't have the long version of the high leverage from Snap-on, but Looking at pictures, it looks very identical, much like these two are very, very similar in design. So Icon's been, I mean, they've been doing a pretty good job copying essentially what is not theirs and making their own version of it and putting it out there on the marketplace. Now, some of you guys are going to say, what does pricing look like for this? Again, it's picked up at Harbor Freight, and pricing for it is $24.99. So $25, and pretty soon Icon's going to start having sales again on their pliers. And if that's the case, you're going to be able to pick these up for 20, 30, 40% those discounts that are popping up. I think there's a 40% discount popping up too. So keep an eye out for that. I think in about 2 or 3 days, one's popping up. So do you want to risk it and wait, or possibly people pick up this before you do? Now let's take a little quick look here. I'm going to give you guys a little couple of examples of snipping with it. Got some Romex here. Oh, super easy. Doing a comparison to this. Oh yeah. Yeah, you got to put, you got like half the effort for that. Let you guys see it from this angle. Yeah, one hand, easy peasy. I took everything I had for that one. And we'll just see how it does cutting this as well. Oh, that's even easier. Some more braided. Super easy. And let's try some hose. Because we all know we sometimes sneak these in to cut some hose sometimes. Now you get to open up quite a bit. This is a 1/4" fuel line. And cutting it is a cinch. Does actually a really good job. So, no complaints. I actually really like these. These will definitely be put in my toolbox, and I will definitely use them. And I suggest if you're on the fence for $25 for a nice, robust, hardy set of high leverage diagonal cutters, these are a good buy, guys. I don't see a reason why you wouldn't want to pick something up like this. If you don't already have a snap-on version or similar version, and it's nice too because this neck allows you to get into really tight places, still maintain the clearance, right? If you're going into like say some pipe or a recessed area, you need to be able to get in there. This allows you to do it with those parallel arms. It's a great design. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you have the snap-on version? Do you like your snap-on version? And are you guys looking to pick up this Icon version, or have you? And I'd like to know how you feel about it. How does it compare to what you have? Anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching these videos. It means a lot to me if you like and subscribe down below. Helps this channel grow. And I will continue to keep sending you guys videos just like this on the weekly. All right, guys. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.